Today I'm going to follow the path of propaganda and misrepresentation, and in doing so I'm going to expose the globe. You'll notice on the videos where I discuss the shape of the earth, I have this put underneath the videos, YouTube allowing this Wikipedia link here for context. Apparently, Flat Earth Wikipedia. The flat earth model is an archaic and scientifically disproven conception of the earth's shape as a plane or disk. Now, no one on this earth has refuted my fundamental claims, which is demonstrable science, which can be tested and verified by all, the results of which prove the globe scientifically impossible. So straight away, there should be no reason whatsoever that this Wikipedia link is allowed to be put underneath my videos. But we're going to entertain this link and highlight the skullduggery at play here. Bear with me. Then, of course, I go to the link. The first thing I met with is a map that's not my claim. So we've got a map that's not my claim linked to my channel by Wikipedia, allowed by YouTube. Pure propaganda, and again, like I said, a misrepresentation. Remember, the flat earth is simply demonstrable science to be tested and verified by all, the results of which prove the globe scientifically impossible. That's why they have to misrepresent and attach this tosh, these maps that aren't my claim. And what else are they talking about? Talking about ancient Greeks, clowns planting sticks in the ground, declaring reality is exactly the opposite to what can be tested and verified by all. And then Greek fantasists fantasizing about life on a ball. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So now I'm at Spherical Earth Wikipedia. I had to come to Spherical Earth because when I went to Globe Earth, it took me to a toy, not for educational purposes. So we're over at Spherical Earth, and we come down here. The concept of Spherical Earth displaced earlier beliefs in a flat Earth. Can you see how crazy all of this is? Bearing in mind, the flat Earth is simply demonstrable science that can be tested and verified by all, the results of which prove the globe scientifically impossible. So they're claiming a concept, an idea, has debunked demonstrable reality, replaced it. Think about how ridiculous that is. Of course, they say that hoping that you buy into the misrepresentations about the flat earth, because they leave links and misrepresent people like myself all over the place. And of course, you type into Google the flat earth, you get all sorts of silly images and propaganda pieces. So they rely on that, and of course the lack of discernment for the general populace. That's how all of this works. That's how the propaganda works. But we're going to expose them here with our own so-called evidence. This image from space, the curved surface of the spherical planet Earth. We go into the image. Image from space. This is from NASA. The curved surface of the spherical planet Earth. So this is cited as Earth curve here. Evidence. This image showing the globe Earth's curve. Okay? Now this is what happens when you keep lying. Eventually you come unstuck because your lies overlap and expose themselves. Here we've got James May working for the BBC, flying in a US U-2 spy plane, citing globe Earth curve. So watch the short clip.
Major Cabegas and student spaceman May are the second highest people in the world. Yes! Oh man, I've got that curvature of the horizon thing. Look at that, that's perfect. Yeah.
So you've got James May in a US spy plane from 70,000 feet, citing globe Earth curve there. Okay? So we've had the citation from space, from NASA, of the globe Earth, showing Italy just now. Now we've had the citation from the US spy plane with the BBC presenter James May, showing us this globe Earth curve. Now we're going to look at globe Earth curve coming from Elon Musk's SpaceX rocket as it makes its way to the International Space Station. This is from SpaceX, Elon Musk's SpaceX Dragon capsule. Again, this is cited as globe Earth curve from space as Elon's rocket supposedly docks with the International Space Station. But as we're about to see now, as we blend some images together, the spy plane, Elon's Dragon capsule here, and of course the NASA image cited on the Wikipedia of spherical Earth, cited as proof of the globe Earth, we're going to see the obvious problems. Just to show you that this Dragon capsule footage is being cited as evidence of the curvature of the Earth, as stated here. The material you're seeing here was 100% real. This is what our planet Earth looks like from low orbit, okay? This is from NASA Johnson material from the WOSOP channel, okay? Just so you know, this is supposedly what the Earth looks like from low orbit. So this was cited as proof of the globe on Wiki, the spherical Earth. This was cited from the BBC and the United States Air Force of proof of globe Earth. And this was cited from Elon Musk's SpaceX Dragon, proof of globe Earth. Problem is, when I've blended these images together, I come here, U-2 spy plane, and then NASA's image from space, 70,000 feet, 245 miles up supposedly. We're seeing exactly the same curvature. Remember, these shots were cited as proof of spherical Earth, yet they're showing exactly the same amount of curve. One from 70,000 feet, the other from low Earth orbit, supposedly from NASA. Proving, as I've stated and highlighted before, any curve you'll ever see is optical and not physical. We should know this by now anyway, because the globe's scientifically impossible. That's why Wikipedia are given free roam to link their propaganda and misrepresentations to my channel and cite absolute tosh. And then we follow the path of propaganda and we expose them by using their own evidence and cross-reference it against each other and highlighting the absurdity of their claims. 70,000 feet there, curvature cited. Space, 250 miles. It's the same curve. Busted yet again. And now I'm going to compare the U-2 spy plane at 70,000 feet to Elon Musk's SpaceX Dragon capsule on its way to the International Space Station. And as you're going to see, yet again, it's exactly the same amount of curve. Like I've said, any curve you're going to see is optical and not physical. We've compared citations of curvature here and seen they're exactly the same. From a plane to supposedly a space, supposedly a capsule going to a space station, it's all the same when blended together, and yet it's actually cited as physical Earth curve by people who are allowed to have links to my YouTube channel where they misrepresent, attach maps, talk nonsense about geezers planting sticks in the ground, and somehow proof that reality is wrong. Liars, misrepresenters of the simplistic truth. Even when we followed the path of propaganda, we expose them from their own claims of curvature, citations of images of curvature from the BBC, James May, United States Air Force, the U-2 plane, SpaceX, Elon Musk, and of course NASA, cross-referencing them and exposing them all. And of course, in doing so, the globe, which we all know anyway, is scientifically impossible, which is why they're allowed free rein to attach all sorts of propaganda and misrepresentations to people like me, free rein with the algorithms with Google, to cite silly discs in a vacuum. Again, no one's claims, but citing it as the flat Earth. The flat Earth is simply demonstrable science, which proves the globe's impossible. If you want to call it flat, let's assume it's a flat tabletop with topography on top of it, highs and lows. We all know those hills, valleys, mountains. So either demonstrably level with topography upon it or flat with topography upon it. That's what real science tells us this Earth is, the bits we are aware of. And it's that simple. So simple, the games and the skullduggery have to take place to hide the simple truth. Have a good one, everyone.